Hello everyone, whoever's new coming to the channel. I'm gonna be teaching you guys the basics of Roblox Studio, cause I know my previous video before I turned it private, I just went straight. I didn't even do the basics. I just went straight to making a keycard door, and I shouldn't have really been doing that without teaching you guys the basics. So that's why I'm making this video to teach you guys the basics of Roblox Studio. So when you join Roblox Studio, it should look something like this. As you can see, this is our top bar. This will be considered our top bar. I'm also going to be trying to explain it as much as I can. So if you still don't understand something, you guys can join my Discord server in the description. It's called Clockwork Studios, and then you guys can tell me what you need help with or what you need explaining. So we're gonna go to our view tab. So this is our top bar, and these are our tabs. The home tab, where we have the select tool, move tool, scale tool, rotation tool. These are for our bricks. This is also for our bricks. I'll show you guys this in another video, hopefully. Our editor. This is for our terrain editor. If you guys wanna edit some terrain, like add some grass or anything like that, that's how you do that. How do I? Okay, yeah. Then we have the toolbox. The toolbox is where you can find models, like this tree model. If it has this thing right here, that means it's made from Roblox themselves. So it's okay. So it won't have a virus, but you should be careful of models that don't have this. So for example, like this, it doesn't have that badge. So that means it could potentially be a virus in it, and viruses can it won't do anything to your account, but it will do something to your game. It could send your players to another game which can hack their accounts. So I wouldn't suggest adding free models in. I would suggest you guys building it yourselves. I know it might be hard for you guys at first, but you just gotta keep trying. So like this is an example. As you can see, it's by Roblox themselves, so it's okay to add it into your game or just look at it a little bit. So usually, the way how I would build is I would take a free model or just look up on Google like a crate, and then I'll use that image as a example, and I'll build it exactly how the image is on Google, and that's how sometimes I make my build. Or sometimes I will go in other studio, not your game, another studio like I'm in my commissions preview, and I'll look at the model, look at every detail, and I'll try to replicate it. So that's one of the things. And then we also have images. I'll show you guys what those are. So we got images, and basically, yeah, those are decals. So I'll show you guys. So if you guys want to add like a picture frame, you guys would use this. So let me just build this just like this, and then let's add this image by clicking it and hovering over this brick right here, and click again. And then as you can see, the image is stuck on the part. And then we're gonna move to meshes. Meshes. I can't really explain this well because I can't really explain this as much. But it's basically, I think they did this in a modeling application. I think you guys know that from. Um, yeah, they definitely did. Okay. So now we're gonna move into audio. So you guys will use this for like, I don't know if you know this, but in some games, whenever your mouse hovers over like a button in Roblox, it'll make this sound. This is what this is for, and also for the intro. Like let's say you see a play button in menu like in Piggy. You know how there's a play in a shop, but there's also music in the intro before you press play, and once you after press play. He also used audio. That's what he used to do that. Then plugins are just some applications that um, help you better with Studio, understand it more. Like I have this plugin right here. If I can go to manage plugins, I have auto scale. This will make every GUI. I'll show you guys what those are in a minute. Um, Fit in every device. This is for building. If I want to load a character and I don't want to build it myself, I do this. This is for animating. I don't know why I downloaded this. This is gap fills because sometimes when you build, you have gaps, so I fill it in with this. Material flip. This is really helpful as well. Um, 3D text. This is one of my favorite ones. To-do list and UI design. I'll show you guys what those are in a minute. And then you also have on this 4 boxes right here your models. So I'll show you guys some basics in a minute. But as you can see, I have all my models. I don't I have no images. Uh, I I don't remember me making a mesh, but okay. I have an audio. I remember I downloaded that. Um, and I also have group models of my group Clockwork Studios, and then recent models. Like let's say you entered a recent model. So like see, you remember the wooden crate we entered. If I put in let's say something else, so as you guys can see, the latest model I added was a wooden crate. So now if I enter this and then delete it, and we go back in here, as you can see, this is our latest model that we entered. So that's our recent models. It also has recent other stuff as well. And I don't really go on this side. I don't really know what this is, but I don't really go on this side. But anyway, that's the toolbox. Then we have the part. As you guys can see, we can insert parts, just like those brick walls, and you can use the select tool to move it around, move tool so you can precisely move it how you want, scale to scale it how you want, and then rotate tool to rotate it like that. So those are that, and also if you press this down button right arrow, you get the sphere, you get the wedge, and you get a cylinder. So those are extra bricks as well, and also if UI. So we enter the screen UI. I'll show you guys what's that in a minute, but we're not gonna go at that right now. Then we have material. I don't really have to show you guys this. Then we have anchored. Basically what anchor is. So let's say we enter a part. So let's enter a part together and then put it in the air just like that. If then you want to hover over the part, click it. You know once it's clicked, it has that blue outlining right there. And then in the home tab, you go to anchored. If this area is darkened, that means it's anchored. That means it'll stay in the air exactly in this position. But if it isn't darkened, just like that, it will just fall in the ground once you play the game. So that's what anchored is. Locked is if I lock a brick. Oh wait, I'm pretty sure I didn't lock it. Okay, I did lock it. So if I lock a brick, um, you can see I can't do anything with it. I'm trying to click it, nothing's happening. I can't delete it. It's because we locked it. And then that basically prevents us from deleting it or pressing it. And then group, I'll show you guys that another later. Play is just for us to test the game, like as we were trying to play the game. Game settings, I'll show you guys that in a little bit. So now we're going to go to the model tab, and as you can see, these stuff right here, except we have transformation, is basically the same thing of all these combined. I'll show you guys these in a little bit. These are for building, so I'll suggest you guys turn this to 0, 0. It might be something else for you guys, but I should just turn it to 0, 0. Then we obviously have these parts as I showed you guys again, these parts again, except we have union, negate, and separate. I'll show you guys that in the other video, but I don't want to make this video too long. Then we have spawn area, if we want to spawn someone. Uh, Something's wrong. Yeah, there's a wild script. I'm gonna remove that, remove that, remove that. Okay, can I move? Okay. Um, so that's basically it. I'm gonna show you guys this section in another video. This is for like let's say you test and then it'll make you so like you look like you're actually playing a game like let's say you're new to Piggy or like, let's say you play your Roblox game. You know how the experiences is. You see your character and all that. That's what basically testing is. It's like you basically playing a Roblox game. That's what testing is. Then we also have the view tab. I'll show you guys all this in a little bit. And then we have this some more plugins. Alright, so now if we go to the view tab and into our explore and properties, we can insert a part. As you can see in the part on our workspace service, we can see there's a part inserted because we insert the part. So if we insert another part again, another one would appear. But if we highlight the part, remember by clicking it, in the properties tab, you guys can see all of this. It doesn't look confusing at all if you guys think it is. It's actually really easy. For the brick color, it just changes the color of the brick. So let's change it to red, really red. As you can see, it changes it to really red. Cast shadow, I'll show you guys that in another video. Colors are basically the same thing as brick color. Material is the material of it, so I'm pretty sure that's self-explanatory. So you see brick, diamond plate, foil. Then we have reflectance. Let me see if I can bring that back. How strong it reflects from the sun. So let me change that back to medium stone gray, and then I forgot what the regular one is. But let's insert a new part in. Okay, and then we turn to reflectance. You see it's reflecting from the sky, so it's like a basically replica of the sky. And transparency, how invisible can be. So as you can see, one is completely invisible, it's still there, but zero is out. The name is the name, so as you can see in this workspace, is called part. If you want to change it, we can right click it and go to rename and just name it to whatever we want. I'm gonna name it brick. And once you're done, press enter. You can also change it in the properties tab down here in the data section. Name, and we can change it back to part. As you can see in the workspace, it's changed back to part. Orientation, I don't know what this is specifically. I never touched this before. But the parent, I'll show you guys what child and parents are in a little bit. But the position is basically how the brick is placed. So if I would change it, as you can see, the position is changing. I don't really touch these as well. Next is anchored. I already tell you guys what that is. I'll tell you guys what this is. If you have can collide true, if it's true, check mark this. That means players cannot go through it. If you have it false, that means players can walk through it. Locked, I already showed you guys that. Massless, I think that's if it can like float, like if it's in space. The shape, you could change it to ball, stuff like that. And then the size. So like you can also change the size in here if you want to. And then that's about it. I'm pretty sure I've gotten done with almost all the basics. I'll definitely make a part 2 and possibly even a part 3 about this, but this is all for just part 1. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, remember to like and subscribe, and join the Discord server in the description called Clockwork Studios.